Hey, weirdos.
Hey, weirdos, we're here.
We're here. This isn't your average history lesson. We are
Nope.
telling you stories you didn't learn in school.
Tales of ghosts, monsters, strange and unique happenings that defy explanation.
So, if you're ready to look past the surface and into the shadows, you've come to the right place. Let's get weird. In the Lemp Mansion in St.
Woohoo!
Louis, Missouri.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Now, I've never been there,
I haven't either.
so.
And I didn't know about the place until, oh gosh, I was in my 30s.
I
I saw a
I
show
didn't know
on
about
like,
it till recently, and I started to see it come up in things I was reading, or TikTok or something. I'm like,
uh,
what? But
I think
anyway.
remember way back when the TV it was Fox Family before it was ABC Family and now it's Freeform or whatever.
Hmm.
Way back when it was Fox Family, they used to do all these great like haunted castle shows, and they did
Oh,
like a
yeah.
show where kids went around to haunted places,
Hmm.
and they did a Lemp Mansion thing, and that's what I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, cool, St. Louis, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Cool.
So, in my research, I have found several things. So, I think we have some pictures. There is St. Louis.
Woohoo.
Yeah. All right. Said to be one of the 10 most haunted places in America, the Lemp Mansion continues to play host to the tragic Lemp family. Over the years, the mansion has been transformed to the stately home of millionaires, to office space, to a decaying rundown boarding house. It's finally been restored to its current state as a dinner theater, restaurant, and B&B. And they
Okay.
do take it, it's a place for weddings, and it's a venue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, back in the beginning, the Lemp family began with Johann Adam Lemp, who arrived from St. Louis from Eichweg, Germany
Oh
in
gosh.
1838, building a small grocery store at what now is Delmar and 6th Streets. He sold everyday household items, groceries, and homemade beer. The light golden lager was a welcome change from the dark beers that were sold at the time. The recipe was handed down by his father and was so popular that just 2 years later, he gave up the grocery store and built a small brewery in 1840 at a point close to where the arch is today.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea because
I
the 2 times I've ever been to St. Louis, I've been that close to the arch, had no idea.
no, yeah.
Had no idea. I'm a bad Missouri resident.
Well, and I mean, everything up there is Anheuser. I
Right,
mean,
right, because
that's
it's,
it,
it's Bush Town, right.
exactly, exactly.
Lemp first sold his beer in a pub attached to the brewery, introducing St. Louis to its first lager. Before long, Lemp found that the brewery was too small to handle production and storage and found a limestone cave south of the city limits. Fun thing, we have caves up here that were used to store beer, the Wabasha Street caves, because we have a fine brewing history here in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Um, Anyway, the cave, located at the present-day corner of Cherokee and D. Manil Place, could be kept cool by chopping ice from the nearby Mississippi River and depositing it inside, providing perfect condition for the lagering process. Lemp's Western Brewing Company continued to prosper, and by the 1850s was one of the largest in the city. In 1858, the beer captured first place, at the annual St. Louis Fair. Woo!
Wow. Okay.
So, millionaire at the time of his death, Adam Lemp died on August 25th, 1862, and his son William, who I believe this is a picture of here, began a significant expansion of the brewery. He purchased a 5-block area around the house on Cherokee Street, above the lagering caves, and in 1864, a new plant was complete. So the brewery ended up covering 5 city blocks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
It's
he
a
was a
pretty
hit.
good sized place. Yeah.
It was a hit. By 1870, the Lemp family symbolized wealth and power as the Lemp Brewery controlled by the St. Louis beer market, a position it maintained until prohibition. what was that, 1870s, 80, 90, so 30, almost 40 years. They were
Mhm.
beer. That's great.
Well, that's pretty good.
In 1868, Jacob Fikert, William Lemp's father-in-law, built a house a short distance from the Lemp Brewery. While the home was impressive, Lemp immediately began renovating and expanding to the 33-room house into a Victorian showplace. From the mansion, a tunnel was built from the basement to the brewery caves. Genius.
Mhm.
When mechanical refrigeration became available, parts of the cave were converted for other purposes, including a natural auditorium and theater. Which, funny, Wabasha Street caves here in St.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, this underground oasis would later spawn a large concrete swimming pool with hot water piped in from the brewery boiling house and a bowling alley.
Hey, why not?
At one time, the theater was accessible through a spiral staircase from Cherokee, which now makes me want to go tromp around. Is it still there? I don't know. By the 1890s, Lemp Brewery gained national precedence after introducing the popular Falstaff beer,
Oh, yes, I remember that.
which another company still brews today. The Lemp Western Brewery is the first brewer to establish coast-to-coast distribution of beer. At the same time, he was building his own business empire. William Sr. also helped Frederick Pabst, Anheuser, and Busch get started.
Okay.
So he was the OG godfather.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So here we go. Now here comes the tragedy. So amid all the success, the Lemp family experienced the first of many tragedies when Frederick Lemp, William Sr.'s favorite son and heir apparent, died in 1901 at the age of 28.
Oh.
Frederick, who had never been in good health, died of a heart failure. This devastated William Lemp, the gentleman in the previous picture. He was never the same. Beginning a slow withdrawal, he was rarely seen in public after his son's death. So I guess notably his favorite son.
Right.
And on January 1st, 1904, William's closest friend, Frederick Pabst, and we'll have to do a story about him because his house is amazing, also died, leaving William indifferent to the details of running the brewery. Though he arrived at the office daily, he was nervous and unsettled. His physical and mental health began to decline. And on February 13th, 1904, he shot himself in the head
Oh, jeez.
with a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson. Yes. So, in November 1904, William Lemp Jr. took over this gentleman here, as we see now, this smarmy-looking dude, took over as president of the William J. Lemp Brewing Company, inheriting the family business and vast fortune. He and his wife Lillian began to spend the inheritance. Here's Lillian. Doesn't she? Woe is me.
Why did the old pictures, they always look, it's like the men look like serial killers and the women, it's just
you weren't supposed to smile.
I guess.
Remember What's Upon a Time in the West? Did you ever see that? This, oh God, the Family Guy dude. I can't even think of his name right now. Anyway, yeah. I was like, I'll pay you for $1 for a smile. Anyway, sorry. Look, squirrel. Inheriting the family business and vast fortune, they began to spend the money. So here we go. The dad makes it. The fuck off son is like, here we go, baby. Mm-hmm. They filled the house with servants, and the pair spent vast amounts on carriages, clothing, and art. Lillian was a beautiful woman who came from a wealthy family herself. She and William were married in 1899, and William, Jesus Christ, how many Williams are there in this family? William Lemp III was born in 1900. Before long, Lillian became known as the Lavender Lady because of her fondness for the color. In addition, her lavender attire and accessories, she went so far as to have her carriage horse harness dyed lavender. I mean, if you got the money, why not?
Well, right? Yeah. I mean, at least she didn't dye the horse lavender.
I was waiting for that, but no.
That would be nowadays. That's
right. When I was
nowadays.
reading that, I was like, oh, thank God she didn't do that. Initially, Will enjoyed showing off his trophy wife, but Will was a player. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth, he was used to doing and acting as he pleased.
Uh-huh.
He could do. When William began to tire of his beautiful wife, Lillian, he demanded she spend her time shopping. He demanded, I'm going to read that again.
So he could do whatever he wanted to do.
Allotting her $1,000 a day. He gave her an ultimatum that she would get no more if she didn't spend it. What? So you got to spend $1,000, or you
get another 1,000 tomorrow. Okay,
that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, you know what he was doing.
I know. In the meantime, Will was busy running the brewery during the day and pursuing all manner of decadent activities during the night, holding lavish parties in the caves below the mansion. He would bring in numerous prostitutes for the entertainment of his friends, enjoying the swimming pool, the bowling alley, the free-flowing beer. His friends who attend these lavish events were known to enjoy high time below earth. All right. Will's shenanigans caught up with him when he sired a son with a woman other than his wife. Mm-hmm. Wait until you hear this one.
Oh, today there's no William?
No. Let's see, what's his name? I don't even know if he had a name.
Oh, wow.
There's no official documentation that this boy existed. However, the rumors that this boy was hidden in the mansion attic for his entire life have been prevalent over the years.
Oh, geez. Okay.
According to St. Louis historian Joe Gibbons, when he interviewed a former nanny and chauffeur who worked for the mansion long ago, they verified that the boy did exist and was housed in the attic quarters and also housed in the servants' rooms. Spawned from Will's philandering. Will's philandering in either one of his many prostitutes or a mansion servant, who knows. The boy was born with Down syndrome.
Oh.
Hence the hide him away, right?
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
And this is a quote, a total embarrassment to the family. The boy was hidden away from the world to cloak Lemp's shame. Known today as the monkey-faced boy, this unfortunate soul continues to show his presence at Lemp Mansion.
Well, hell yes, haunt that place. Get some revenge.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Lillian here. William tired of his trophy wife and filed for divorce in 1908. Why she didn't take this step with all of his goings-on could be nothing more than a sign of the times. She just did what she was told, right? Just let the man do what the man's going to do.
Oh, Lord, we need to talk to that girl.
Right. The court proceedings surrounding the divorce became a major St. Louis scandal, with all four St. Louis newspapers devoting extensive front page. Jesus Lord. Hello. The trial opened in February 1909 to crowds that flocked the courthouse each day to witness the drama and the tales of violence, drunkenness, atheism, and cruelty.
Oh, no. The horrors. I feel the vapors coming on.
Virtually ignoring William's decadent activities, Lillian almost lost custody of William Lemp III because of a photograph presented at the trial showing her smoking a cigarette.
Oh, Lord, honey. Lord.
Ultimately, she retained custody of her son, but soon retired from the public eye and just disgraced from cigarette smoking. Whew. The only time she was ever seen wearing anything other than lavender was the final day of her divorce proceedings, when she appeared entirely in black before the judge. With the divorce, Will's troubles had only just begun. In 1906, 9 large breweries in the St. Louis area combined to form the Independent Breweries Company, creating fierce competition that the Lemp Brewery had never faced before. In the same year, Will's mother died of cancer. Let's see. Brewery's fortunes continued to decline. It was entirely remodeled in 1911 and partially converted into office for the brewery. Same time, William allowed the company's equipment to deteriorate without upkeeping it. By World War I, the brewery was just limping along.
No pun intended.
Right. William soon built a country home on the Merrimack River, to which he increasingly retreated. In 1915, he married for a second time, the widowed daughter of the late St. Louis brewer Casper Kohler. Then Prohibition comes along. Wah, wah.
All the good times end.
Just throws a wrench right in everybody's fun. They came to work one day and found that the gates were closed. The doors were locked. Let's see. And then the tragedies still continued. On March 20th, Elsa Lemp Wright, William's sister, shot herself just like her father did years before. Liquidating the plant's assets and auctioning the buildings, William sold the famous Falstaff logo to brewer Joseph Brysadek, for $25,000 in 1922. The brewery and buildings were sold to the fraction of its cost, worth $700 million, but they sold it for $588,000.
So he cut and run.
Yeah. At the end of the Brewer dynasty, William Jr. slipped into depression. And much like his father, William shot himself in 1922. All of these things happen in the house, by the way. That's why the house is.
That's why the house is the way it is. Yeah.
At the time of his death, the room served as his office. He was interred in the family mausoleum, here as we see here, at the Bellefontaine Cemetery in the crypt just above his sister Elsa. Let's see here. Charles and Edwin, William's brothers, long ago left the family business. So with William Jr. gone, it seemed that the Lemp empire finally ended. Edwin entered a life of seclusion in Kirkwood, Missouri. Charles had never been involved in the brewery and had chosen to work in the banking and real estate fields. So it seemed like they maybe bypassed the curse, if you will.
Yeah.
And then William III, 1943, died of a heart attack at the age of 42.
Wow.
Let's see. Shortly after the monkey-faced boy's death, Charles became the fourth member of the family to commit suicide. First, he shot his beloved Doberman Pinscher in the mansion's basement. Then, climbing the stairs to his room on the second floor, he shot himself. Still found holding the Colt revolver in his hand. There's only one Lemp left. One lamp limping along.
One lamp limping along. Okay.
Sorry. It's going to hell. Might as well go.
Do it upright.
Who had long avoided the life that had turned so tragic for the rest of his family remained. He was known as a quiet, reclusive man who had walked away from the brewery, lived peacefully to the age of 90. He died in his sleep from natural causes in 1970. Wow. According to Edwin's last wishes, his butler burned all of the paintings that the Lemps had collected throughout his life, priceless Lemp family documents and artifacts. These irreplaceable pieces of history vanished in the smoke of a blazing bonfire. The Lemp family line died with him, and the family's resting place can now be found in the cemetery. So, in 1975, it went through renovations. I mean, it's now, the venue that we know today. But the attic is said to be haunted by the monkey-faced boy, who I still never found his name. The places that have the most activity, the stairway, the attic, and what the staff refers to as the gates of hell in the basement.
Of course they do, but aren't those all places where there were suicides committed short of the attic.
Suicides, and then there was the tunnel there that went to the brewery or to the caves where all the debauchery happened. Now, keep in mind, St. Louis, a lot of German folks, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they're bringing the Catholicism with them, and the story and the things, and they're predisposed, and yeah,
yep, exactly.
The face of the monkey face boy has been regularly seen from the street, peeking out from the small windows up here at the very tippy top of the mansion. That would be terrifying. Ghost investigators have often seen toys left in the middle of his room. And then when they come back, the toys are in a different location. Many women have reported a man peeking over the stall in the downstairs women's bathroom, which was once William Jr.'s personal domain and held the first freestanding shower in St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
Just money, just throwing money at the plumbers.
Yep.
Do it. There's a story of one such occasion when a woman emerged from the bathroom, returned to the bar, and told the two men she was there, "Well, I hope you got an eyeful." Dudes were like, "But we never left." And the bartender verified. And then somebody said, "Oh, you saw the ghost of William Jr."
Okay.
But yeah, the mansion is taking active reservations, and I think it might be a fun place to go. You can go have lunch. We can go have lunch. Walk around. We go up to the attic.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Yep. Well,
I don't know.
Have to go see.
So, but that's all the weirdness I got for St. Louis today.
Well, I think that's plenty.
Thanks for joining us onto this journey into the weird heart of St. Louis, Missouri.
If you were enthralled by this episode, take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us keep the boots on the ground and the boogers at bay.
And if you've got a weird story, we want to hear it. You can find the link to our email in the show's description. And until next time, stay weird.
Stay weird. Bye-bye.
Bye.